Good afternoon YouTube and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm out on my enduro bike riding trials. So this is Enduro Bike Trials number 3. We've come to this spot, you've all seen this one before. This is absolutely perfect for trials on the trials bike. I'm not sure what it's going to be like on this bike. First thing I want to do is ride up the steps and around this circle wall bit in the middle to test my balancing skills at this stage. Complete. That's the first level completed. Now I'm going to warm up by trying some of the gaps, which I'm actually scared about on this bike because you can't jump as far because my suspension's pretty soft and I've got no sprocket protector, so if I'm going to case it, it's going to be RIP sprocket.
Yay!
Ooh. Easy. I feel it pump now. There's a bigger one there with a higher drop the other side. Let's go give that a go.
Yeah.
Getting quite good at this old malarkey. That is a really big one there. That's the biggest one here actually that I'd be able to do on this bike, so should we go give that a go?
Yep.
Oh, this corner's horrible to negotiate. Oh, oh god.
Oh shit! Oh my god, you alright?
Yeah.
Yay! Yes.
I only just made that and I had to jump to the side because the suspension compressed so much it pulled me to one side. I'm happy with that though. That's quite a scary gap on this. This next one I've found a balancing beam, so what I'm going to do is there's a fence behind me, I'm going to go over that, onto the balance beam, then up and over the bench. Fingers crossed, hopefully that's the plan. Oh god.
Oh gosh. Yeah.
We moved on to the next spot and we're on top of a bridge, and I've wanted to do this line for a while. There's actually a big landing, you could put a kicker here and jump in, but that's for another day when I've got an e-bike hopefully. Anyway, today I'm going to ride down the edge of the bridge on this rail. It's really thick. It's like one of those that's consequential because if I fall to the right I'm actually going to die because I'm going to fall off a bridge. But it's so wide, and if I fall to the left I'm just going to land on the grass.
Oh my god. Oh my. That is actually insane. Like, I don't know how he even went down that, like even pushed himself down there to get to the bottom. But he's done it, he's alive, he's safe. We're gonna go on to the next one now, so we'll see you there.
We moved on from the bridge, a slightly tamer stunt, and this is a new housing estate near where I live. This sign, every time I drive past it, is crying out to be ridden on, so I'm going to give it a go. The hardest bit is actually getting onto it. It's quite wide once you're up there, but should make for a cool clip, so let's give it a go. Oh,
That's it,
that's
isn't it?
going to work.
Oh! Yes, yes. Oh no!
Yes, I saved it.
Yes, yes, yes.
Now the easy bit. You with me?
Yeah.
Come down.
Woo!
Woo. Nice.
Yeah.
Woo. But it's my maximum hop. And even when I was getting on top I was just sliding. But I'm stoked with that. Let's move into town where we're going to get a bit more light because it's getting dark here. It's a shame that it gets dark so early now, but we're not going to let that stop us. Come to this next line which results in dropping off this wall, so let's go to the start of it. That's actually really easy. I think you can just ride back down that. Yeah. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up and drop off the big bit of wall around the other side. Whoa. Nice. Hello.
Hi.
Okay.
Oh, it's massive.
Now time for the big drop.
Whee! Whoa!
That's quite high, look, if I stand next to it.
Yeah, look how big it is compared to you.
It's taller than me. Lucky I've got this suspension, it soaks it up. Although I'm not sure what it'd be. Sometimes dropping things to flat are worse on these big bikes, I don't know why. You'd think with all this suspension you could jump off of a house, but that's not always the case. Let's go to the next one. We've moved on to the next spot, which is even darker than the other one, so I do apologise, but it's a real technical one. I'm not going to explain it, you just have to see, but it's hard, trust me.
No.
I wouldn't have reached, I had to keep it on the back wheel.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the scary bit, I've got to go up to the rear, stay on it, which is so difficult with all the suspension, and then drop it on that.
Oops.
God.
Yes.
Oh.
No. Yes, no. Oh, damn it. Yes. Whew. Yay.
That was really good actually. It's quite challenging. This bike's not as easy as the Trials bike to get on the back wheel or balance while it's up there, but that worked cool, that's quite technical. Let's go find another one because I'm stoked now. It's really loud in this spot, but behind me we've got perfect training for the bike locks. I've not got the best control in the world on the back wheel on this bike because I find it really hard with the soft suspension, but I'm going to see if I can go across all these seat handles on the rear wheel only. The bike completely took me where it wanted to there. Thank God it was the right way forward where I wanted to go. I'm stoked with that. Let's get out of this noisy environment. All the Christmas decorations are up in town, so I'm going to wheelie round the pool and then through it.
Go. Hey. Yes, yes,
Oh,
now through it, now through it.
Just got to go wide.
Oh. Come on, come on. Yes, yay! So we've come to the industrial estate now and it's really dark, but this bit's lit, so it's perfect. So the line is, Tom's going to come up here onto the pallet, hop round so he's on the wall, jump this gap, and then ride along on back wheel, cotton reel, and then off. But it is super slippery, so fingers crossed.
We've actually already been testing this because to get onto this wall is so difficult. Like on the Trials bike I can do it, but I just can't with the full suspension, so that's why I've come with this device. But we just didn't know, we kept trying loads of different things there and it's just, they're so wet. Like wood, it's just not grippy, the brick wall's slippy, the grip bin's slippy, but I've got something which is going to be challenging for sure, but I think it's going to work, so we should give it a go.
Yeah,
cool, let's do it. And this is the last spot of the video, by the way. We struggled to find this one, so this is an extras bit.
Oh. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Oh. Yeah, yeah. Oh. Yes, come on. Yes! Yeah.
That line was so difficult. Like I said earlier, it's so slippery out. That's like winter, it just gets dewy and everything gets wet. But it worked eventually. It really tested me. Like I had to dig deep to get that one. That was really hard. But I'm happy with it anyway. So when you have to try like that, the reward is always greater, the feeling. So that is the end of this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. I've really enjoyed the challenge of riding Trials on the Enduro bike. Now I've actually had a Trials bike, I notice the difference is big time. But I feel that in some areas I have improved on this bike riding Trials. Things that I wouldn't have done before I had the Trials bike, I can all of a sudden do. So leave in the comments what you thought of this video. If you want to see more Trials on this bike, let me know. Give us a thumbs up and I'll see you in the next video.